Welcome. In front of me is a OnePlus Nord 4, and today I will show you how you can enable and set up your portable hotspot. So to get started, swipe down from the top of your screen like so, which will reveal a bunch of toggles. One of the toggles that we're looking for is the hotspot toggle, so it might not be visible right at the beginning somewhere here, so we're going to swipe down once again to extend the list of toggles along with giving us the names for them, making it a bit easier to actually find a hotspot. For me, it looks like that toggle is located on the second page right over here. Once you see yours, you can then hold it the first time around and this will quickly take you to the settings. In here, you will be able to customize a bunch of different things, but most importantly, you have access to the password in here, which is randomly generated. And you can see it right over here, and you can also just get rid of it and set up your own new password. Now, it will need to have at least 8 characters in length, and that can be letters or numbers, doesn't really matter. And from there, you can just click on the save button to save the changes. Additionally, before I do so, I'm going to quickly talk about a couple of the options in here. So we have a bunch of them right here. If you don't know what they do, I would recommend keeping them as they are set by default, as this will ensure that your hotspot works with the widest array of devices. The way you can describe this kind of the options that are chosen by default is the compatibility mode. If you change anything like, for instance, using Wi-Fi 6, this will limit the devices that will be able to see this hotspot to relatively newer ones. Same goes for the AP band. I believe if you enable Wi-Fi 6, that would enable the 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. So obviously, this limits the devices. You can also hide the hotspot, which means that you will need to type in manually the name of the hotspot and the password, which just makes it less convenient. So, like I said, the default options are pretty good by default, and you probably won't have too much need of changing them to anything better, as it's just a phone hotspot. You most likely won't be getting like insane speeds on it anyway, so cranking it up to the max will give you diminishing returns. Anyway, from here we can just select save and close this window. Let's find the toggle once more, and this time around we're just going to simply tap on it to enable our hotspot. It also gives us an info under the hotspot once it's enabled how many devices are connected to it right now, which for me is 0. Now, once you're done with your hotspot, you can turn it off by tapping on the toggle once more. Now, going back to the settings, I'm not sure if there was an option. Yep, there is. Automatically turn off personal hotspot. So the device will turn it off hotspot for you after 10 minutes of inactivity. So if you start reading some kind of long article that takes you more than 10 minutes, you might happen sometimes to have your hotspot disabled while you are still technically wanting to use it. But because the device didn't see any kind of data usage throughout the time of you reading that article, it does start a counter, and after 10 minutes it turns it off. If you find that your hotspot is turned off sometimes when you're still using the actual hotspot, you might want to disable this option. But in general, I do recommend keeping it on, as hotspot will consume more of your phone's battery, so sometimes when you're done using it and you forget to turn it off, this is a great option for you to not have to worry about the battery being wasted for no reason. So anyway, with that being said, hopefully you found this very helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.